Good morning, everybody.
Hey guys,
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right. So Lorelei and Jason, it's interesting to me.
Sure.
I like how they're pursuing it. They're different, but let's just say they're both quirky.
Right, for sure.
But they do have palpable chemistry. They really do. It's just I don't know if there is longevity to it, just because of like how different they actually are.
Yeah, that's my thing. Jason seems like a fine guy with some quirks. Obviously, we've known for years that Lorelei is a interesting, compelling, decent person, also with quirks. I just don't know how well they long term align with each other.
Yes,
because I feel like that some of each other's quirks are kind of like non-starters a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
I keep going back and forth with it because I'm like, I can see. I mean, like they could obviously make it work, right?
Sure.
It could either be like a power couple situation, or it's just dead before it even starts.
I mean, they're both really charming, witty, smart, fast people. Maybe they can. You know what I mean? Maybe this is a situation where they really could if they wanted to.
Sure.
But I think the big hang up, at least early on, is going to be the dynamic with Lorelei's parents.
Yeah, that's a biggie.
That seems to be a line that Lorelei is not really willing to cross. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. Guys, I mean, we've seen her, in my opinion, I feel like we've seen her this season be unreasonable with that line.
Yeah.
Like with the interior decorator.
That was rough.
Basically firing her.
Yeah.
Because she knows Emily. You know what I mean?
That's absurd, right?
And she's worried that she's going to tell. So this poor woman ends up losing out on a significant amount of work that she wanted to do and was capable of doing. So I don't know. I feel like, obviously there are times, and we've seen it this season also, where you're like, yeah, Lorelei, I get it. Your mom and your dad can be a lot, and I'd be like, I need to be away from you now.
Totally.
But I don't know. I feel like we're still in this ongoing process of, are they going to be at the point where we can just have a normal-ish enough relationship where the world can exist around it too?
Sure.
And Jason is every bit like the bigger issue than the interior decorator lady.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like if that's a Rubicon you can't cross, what is dating your dad's new partner, who your mom hates, going to be?
Well, I'm willing to bet this does come out at some point, right?
For
like
sure.
Emily's going to find out and be appropriately mad. Or maybe not appropriately. I don't know. She just... I feel bad now because I feel like her family's keeping her in the dark because Richard with his secret 2 weeks ago. And now Lorelei's secretly dating Jason.
Yeah.
Emily's going to be fuming.
Yeah. But at the same time, Lorelei's not doing anything wrong dating Jason.
No,
really.
She can date whoever she wants. She's an adult.
But she has to also know she's creating an issue,
and I think she does know. Yeah,
she knew that when they first didn't he even say like
it was a spite date?
If we go out, wouldn't it sure make your mom mad? And she's like, yeah, that's a really great idea.
Yep.
So I mean, like that scene hasn't gone away.
So it's a time bomb.
We'll
at this
see.
Point.
Yeah. When it happens, we'll see who reacts the worst, and you get why Lorelei wants to hide it. At the same time, there's 4 billion men on the planet.
Yeah.
Did it have to be your father's boss or father's partner? All right, we'll get started here. I do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being with us. Thank you, guys. Special shout out to our super patrons, NJMC93, Actuary Lurker, Anna, Ballers, Fuldez, ZY, Jeff, Derek, Peterson, Yannick from Montreal, Sudu Navarapu, Jamie Morgan, Christy Goverston, Diana Perry, Trey Contreras, Sue Main Mac, Wolfgang Wolf, Lindsay Swift, Squix, Sweet Baby Silvernow, Adam Pacio, Matt Tyler, David Adler, Chris O'Donnell, Katie K, Seth Walker, Everett Nation, Doc Cooley, Taylor, and Andy Schreiber. Thanks a lot, guys. We're very grateful that you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the content we've coming your way.
Description below, link to our Patreon page for full-length watch-alongs. We are several episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube on Gilmore Girls.
I'm gonna miss Stan.
I know, I'm gonna miss him too.
Remember every Tuesday, Stan came to the Independence Inn for lunch.
I remember.
Couldn't eat dairy or salt or meat. So he basically just came in every week for a salad.
You know, he called last week and made the first lunch reservation at the Dragonfly.
He did.
Do we know Stan?
I doubt it.
Hey, did you ever notice that in Stars Hollow, death comes in 5s?
Do not try to lighten the mood.
I'm not, it's true. Pinochle Downs, Mr. Angelotopoulos,
Mrs. Kranz.
and Stan.
Wait a minute, that's only 4. Means the 5th hasn't happened yet.
Blessed. This is such a weird conversation for the funeral.
Number 5 could be
have
in
this
this
conversation
room
later.
right now.
Oh no.
We don't think it's Hank.
Why not?
Because
Because if we think it's Hank and something happens and it turns out to be Hank, then we caused it. Focus on Stan because he's dead, and we had nothing to do with it.
Now, many of you don't remember the church bells. They fell into disrepair about 20 years ago and have been quiet ever since.
Oh, this is going to be a thing.
It was his
Somebody
wish
wants to
that they
bring the
ring
church
out
bells
over
back.
Stars Hollow once again. So he generously bequeathed the funds.
Taylor gonna get in the way of that?
Right.
And every time they ring, we'll think of him. He will be missed, but never forgotten.
Do you remember the bells? No, it was before my time.
Me too. Sounds great.
I've been to a lot of like old people in my family's funerals. I've never said, "Gee, I wonder who's next" to anybody.
Right.
God.
Any bets? Like,
Yeah. Started Deadpool.
I swear, they could be father and son.
They really could, couldn't they?
Zach, you seem less than thrilled.
Yeah, man, you look like my 7-year-old when she's all grumpy puss.
Look, I just think we're a little too on the beat, that's all.
2 on the beat. That's crazy.
Hey, fine, sorry I brought it up. Let's just play perfectly on the beat and add a laser show and a flute and be prog rock if that's what you want.
Oh, we're too perfect.
I think.
Are we practicing too much?
We don't practice too much. We're just good.
We can loosen things up a bit. I mean, I know I can.
That's all I'm saying. A little more stones, a little less craft work.
You're
Weird
so mean to
complaint.
him.
No, I'm not.
He knows
He's
exactly who
insecure.
you're talking about, and he's so nice. I would rather you gave me the hard time
Pickles
instead
don't
of
go
Gil,
on an
since I'm the
Italian
one who
song.
let him in the band.
Hey, we all let him in. We're a democracy.
We, the band, are booked at CBGB's.
CBGB's in New York.
No, in Hackensack. Joke, dude's the one in New York.
How did this happen?
When my buddy Pete works sound there, I got him a tape, he slipped it to the booker, bam, we're in. It's 1 o'clock on a Tuesday night.
Who cares? It's CBGB's.
I said yes. It's okay to say yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Sure is pretty, isn't it?
Yes, it
I've
is.
heard of CBGB's. That's awesome.
I know, me too.
Bells.
There
They
you
fixed
go.
the bells.
Oh, Stan.
Where's Taylor to come out to poo-poo the whole thing?
You know he's gonna do it. Right? This is so festive. I love this.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to go drop something off at Lane's.
Good, because I have to drop something off at Luke's. I need coffee.
I'll meet you there.
Hurry, we can come back out for the bells in half an hour.
Order me some coffee, a muffin, and some onion rings.
That's an insane order.
That sounds like it should be interesting. Who should we interview? Oh, Jordan.
Rami Malek.
It is.
Assistant Pastor Eric?
Yes,
got one to
Assistant
give him an
Pastor
Oscar
Eric.
for
Also a fine idea. He
playing
lives
Fred
next door to
Mercury,
Pastor
yeah.
Cho.
Pastor Cho did it last year.
Pastor Cho does it every year.
So then perhaps Pastor Cho might like a rest. How about we send a letter to Bill Clinton? It's probably a long shot, but you never know.
But Pastor Cho's expecting our call. Unless he's sick, in which case it would be Assistant Pastor Eric.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to return your book and get another.
Oh, of course.
How'd you like it? It's great. I burned a copy for my mom.
You know, it's people like you who are destroying the music industry.
Quite a lively bunch you got down there.
Oh, yeah.
What are you working on?
Oh, the usual, how to avoid any contact with the outside world. I could care less, because today all I can think about is the gig. I mean, I can't believe it. I'm actually gonna be on stage at CBGB's. As we speak, I'm working on the perfect alibi.
Oh, what do you got so far?
She's in college now. Can't she just say, "Mom, I'm in a band"?
Right?
Come up with lots of, mid-afternoon and evening alibis, but so far, no 1 a.m. alibis.
Tell your mom that you're
smarts.
taking an astronomy class
Awesome.
and you have to go on a field
That's
trip
right.
to look at the stars.
There are no astronomy classes at Adventist College. It's okay, I'll come up with something. My entire life has been a training session for this very event.
It's great to make rules so strict that your kids have to lie to you all the time.
Lane, your classmates are waiting.
Sorry, Mama.
Well, I gotta go. Thank you for the book. You dragged me here, Paris.
You'll thank me when you're interviewing for grad school in a few years and find those wayfish looks of yours aren't quite as charming. These kind of clubs look good on your resume.
You know what else looks good on a resume? Passing your classes.
Even if you have nothing to say or add, be vocal. Very few people in life listen to what anyone else says anyhow.
Can I ask why you're suddenly so interested in international relations? You're pre-med.
It's critical to step out of one's major and experience our world's sweeping expanse.
Okay.
We'd not seen this guy before, right?
I don't think so.
Coffee, big cup, and hello.
Lorelei, what time do you have?
Do not tell him, he already knows. You just wait for the bells, then you'll get to hear the bells, and then you'll know what time it is.
The other day I stood too close to the bells, and they rang so loud that there's now a persistent ringing in my ears. Was that them?
Relax. The church bells will be the loud, obnoxious ones.
Somebody doesn't like bells.
They enjoy the constant interruptions in conversations, the monotonous drone of the same tones, hour
Luke's
after
the one
hour.
designed.
What are the paint chips for?
Oh, I'm just doing some painting.
Oh, really? What are you painting?
Our apartment.
You and I, we're getting an apartment?
No, me and Nicole, we're getting an apartment.
When?
And
When
she's
what?
back to being
When
weird
are
about
you getting
it.
an apartment?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks. You moved already?
Yes.
So where is the apartment?
Litchfield.
3 weeks ago you moved to Litchfield?
Yeah.
Litchfield is another county.
And it's also weird he's not telling her things, too.
3 weeks ago you moved to another county?
It's not that big a deal.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like we tell each other everything.
No, of course we don't.
Look, nothing's changed.
Yeah, nothing's changed, except you don't live here.
So what?
So, I don't even have your phone number. I don't even know what you live in. An apartment, a trailer, a back case?
A townhouse. It's fine. You'll come over and see it eventually.
Will I? Will I come over? Because me coming over implies we're friends.
We are friends.
Friends tell each other at least the most basic things, like where you live.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Thought we were friends, but I guess we're not.
Where are you going?
I can't say.
Damn bells!
She has a fair point there, though.
Both just have to admit to themselves that they're
They're
in love with one another.
yeah.
That is my friend, Josh's roommate, William.
Hello, Your Highness.
I'm seriously debating a move here. He's pretty cool and funny. He tells this story about a girl in the storm. She just comes up to him and starts talking to him. And he's talking to her, you know, just to be nice. 3 seconds later, she asks him out.
That's that guy.
Of course he
Walker
said
room,
no.
yeah.
Now she's showing up everywhere he is. He calls her his adoring fan. His impression of her asking him out, all flitty eyelashes and look how hot I am, is hilarious.
I don't think it was that bad.
No.
So is this guy just a jerk?
It sounds like it, yeah. Because it wasn't that at all.
No.
It was so casual.
But what about the diner? Oh, he said the diner's fine. Everything's fine. And he's going to continue
She's
working
gonna go off
here,
on him,
even though
isn't
he's
she?
living there.
Totally.
Luke plus road rage. There's a healthy combination.
Plus road rage.
I swear, that guy should work for the CIA. He gives away nothing, absolutely nothing. 3 weeks he's been living there. 3 weeks, and not a single word. And he looked at me like I was completely insane to be upset. Maybe I am insane. I mean, what's the big deal, right? Just because I go in there for coffee every day, that doesn't make us friends. But I thought we were friends, and apparently we're just coffee friends. I buy the coffee, and he's my friend.
Did she just expect him to stay single for the rest of his life until she's ready?
I just think she doesn't know how much he likes him.
He's crying in anticipation of the bells?
He hates them. At first he just cried when they rang. Now he knows their schedule. Oh, I know.
Poor thing.
Okay, so the Bells might not make it.
Yeah. Oh, this is his way of making up.
Oh,
He's shoveling my walk.
so sweet.
He's good. It's really nice, Luke. Hey, can we fight again? Because I need my rain gutters clean.
You think everything is your business. Some things are not about you.
Why are you yelling at me?
If I want to move in with Nicole, it concerns her and it concerns me, and that is it. Your
Okay, never
business.
mind. This is not
I
a
don't
good
have to tell
apology.
you anything. I owe you nothing.
Fine.
Wow.
Nothing.
Fine.
Okay, I thought he was apologizing, but it was a really bad apology.
Also, I love you.
Yeah.
Arabs are the descendants of Abraham and his maid Hagar. So Israelis and Arabs both have the
Okay,
same
he's staring
dad
at
and
her.
both want to be the great nation God promised Abraham.
Your biblical facts are accurate, Paris, but your argument disregards the complexities of the past 4,000 years. Anyone else?
It's just a power struggle, nothing mysterious.
It's more complex than that.
But if you disregard power, you...
That's not what I said. Maybe if you sat up straight for a minute, you could hear a little more clearly.
Decorum, people.
Because propaganda and the spreading of blatant, heinous, ridiculous lies can cause more damage than guns or bombs or any sort of weaponry.
I approve. That guy's a jerk.
He is a jerk. And he's totally staring at her.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Just go to Luke's.
No way.
Oh, come on. You guys always fight,
Not like this.
and then you make up. You're gonna starve to death.
Well, fine. I will starve to death because I'm not going to reward bad behavior.
I have to study, and you're in your stubborn mood.
Hey, I sat up with you all night when you had the chicken pox.
They are both so stubborn.
I know.
Ignore the bells.
It looks beautiful here.
You want to help me break the bells?
I'll get my toolbox.
This is how they make up.
Okay. There's dishes in the sink, so you still staying here, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, they may have gotten the townhouse, but it seems like he's spending his time here.
Also, like, they were going to take it slow, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
that was the whole deal.
I'm so hyped.
Me too.
Did you find Blondie anywhere?
Nah, I think they repainted at some point. Hey, here are the Strokes.
Yawn. Hey, you almost done? You've been tuning for a half hour.
So do we get to sign the wall?
Don't get that.
We are signing the wall. It's the whole reason to be in the band. That and the loose chicks.
Hey guys, bad news. I'm gonna have to bump you.
What?
What does that mean? Means you're bumped. You're not playing.
Why are we being bumped?
Well, there's like 2 people out in the audience and they're born again or something, and they're not even drinking.
That's my parents. They don't drink.
We'll just play for Brian's parents. That's fine with us. Every band plays to empty rooms. At some point, they can be some of the most classic gigs.
Do it some other time.
Gotta roll with the punches.
No, we have to play tonight.
We can't.
This is a lot of trouble for
Nothing.
I said I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Then whose is it? Look.
I mean, I get that sucks, but that's a thing that happens.
yeah.
They locked the door to a church. Are they serious? What if I need to do something holy?
Like commit vandalism?
Oh, praise be to him.
It can't be that easy.
And what's the game plan here? Personally, I was thinking we could whack the bells really hard with a hammer.
You don't break bells with a hammer. I was thinking we could just jam the turnbuckle or wedge the main mechanism. Contrary to popular belief, you don't have to break every bell. If you just damage a couple, say the tierce and the prime, you pretty much ruin the set.
You broke the bells?
You're welcome. It's a little narrow up there,
20 years
so we
ago.
should just take the tools out we need, leave the box down here.
Why wasn't your toolbox at your new place?
I needed it here.
Huh. How come you told me you moved?
I did move.
Well, you may have moved, but none of your stuff did.
What are you talking about?
Look, your bed wasn't even made.
So?
There were dishes in the sink. There was some kind of shake in the blender. Does Nicole think you moved?
Of course she thinks I moved. I did move.
Do you sleep there?
Of course I sleep there.
You don't live with Nicole.
Yes, I do.
You watch her TV, you eat her food, you keep stuff in a duffel bag at her house. You're a rude guest, not her boyfriend.
Husband.
Doing what again?
You're passing judgment on my relationship with Nicole.
I'm not passing judgment.
None of this is any of your business.
It's absolutely my business.
How much adjusting did you have to do? Nothing's changed. I still see you every day. I still cook your food. I still serve your coffee.
I care.
Why?
Because I don't want you to move.
Why?
Crap. Oh no.
Lorelei? Luke? Oh, thank God. Carry on.
He's probably there for the same reason.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Well, funny you should ask. I didn't know what to do, and you always seem to know what to do. I didn't come up with one.
One what?
One alibi.
What?
I couldn't think of anything. I waited till she went to bed, which was about 9:15, and then I left.
You didn't leave a note?
No.
Lane, this is bad.
I know, but
Yeah.
I couldn't miss the gig.
You have to call your mom.
No way.
Lane, she could be freaking out right now.
I can't tell her.
Lane's here.
What? Why?
She snuck out of her house tonight and she's scared to go home.
She snuck out? Bye.
What are you doing?
I'm calling Mrs. Kim. Now keep Lane there and tell her I'm pissed as hell at her. Goodbye. Lane isn't there.
Where is she?
Oh my
Went out
God.
tonight, and I think she was just scared to tell you about it. But she's with Rory at Yale, and they're safe, and they've promised to stay put. Call me if you need anything.
Just sneaking out and just like never going back. That's
It's not
going
a great,
to terrify
not
your
a great
parent.
plan,
yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Kim, you're up early.
I just want to tell you that Lane will not be coming to work today.
Yeah, she called.
She called.
Twice. She left a message last night. She called again a minute ago. That is one responsible kid.
Well, that is
called you
sad.
twice.
That she wouldn't call her mom.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
I actually really feel bad for her.
I did too.
This could be a wake-up call.
wake-up
So,
call,
like,
yeah.
maybe we need to have a different
Relationship.
set of expectations.
Yeah. You're older now.
Right. If the options are like you live your own life or you have to lie to me to do it, then maybe I should lighten the reins a little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely.
I wish I lived in a dorm.
Hey, have you called your mother yet?
No.
Oh, good. Because the longer you wait, the easier it's going to be.
She didn't just show up in the middle of the night, kick down the door.
Maybe she wanted a chance to cool off.
No,
not
Mrs.
that
Kim
far.
is sending a
No.
message.
What message is that?
The message is, you messed up, kid. And while
don't
you're
think that's
panicking
it.
about what's
Yeah.
going to happen next,
I
you get to
think she's
find
gonna
your own
change for
way
sure.
home.
I think she's actually hurt.
Everything's so screwed up. My life, everything I'm doing. I'm so jealous. You have a life.
You have a life too.
Yeah, just not a very good one. Thank you for letting me crash here last night.
Of course, anytime.
I gotta get going.
Hey, it's Madeline Albright.
That's it.
You know
Let
what?
him have it.
I don't
Yeah, who are you even
appreciate you talking to me or about me at all.
Fine.
I know you've been telling the story.
What story?
The laundry room story. I did not ask you to get married or say that I loved you or ask to have
no,
your
everyone's
children. And I'm
listening.
not stalking you. It's cruel to use that incident as a funny cocktail story. So from now on, I would appreciate it if you would refrain from telling the hilarious laundry room incident to anyone.
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh.
There was this girl from the 3rd floor. She asked me out like 100 times. She followed me to class. She baked me a cake every day. Then she snuck in my window and hid in my closet, covered in whipped cream.
God. That's a lot.
Extreme.
Okay, I
didn't
take
tell
back
anybody
my
about the
cruel
laundry
judgment of him.
room.
Yeah.
Do you think that you could maybe not tell anyone this story also?
So
The whole room heard that one, yeah.
Lane is a great kid.
She-
Of course, gonna find her secret hiding spot.
Oh no.
It's just music. It's just music.
yeah.
It's just to hide music from you.
She's made the mistake of being way too controlling.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sick.
I'm sorry about last night. I don't want to keep secrets from you.
You don't?
I knew you wouldn't approve. You wouldn't approve of me being in the band or the music we were playing. Can't even imagine what you would have said if I had asked you to let me stay out till 4 in the morning.
I would have said no. How long this
I started it when I was 6. The day you told me that the Cookie Monster was one of the 7 deadly sins.
I made you do this.
No, I want to please you so badly, but I can't. I've been thinking a lot about our situation, and I think I figured out a way to make everything better. I want to be able to play with my band. I want to be a drummer. I will happily go to community college, and I will happily live at home and adhere to your curfew, except on the nights when the band plays or practices. I can get what I want, and I won't be lying to you or sneaking around. This way we can both be happy.
Children do not make the rules.
She's not a child anymore, though.
Move out and live like that somewhere else.
Okay, I did not expect that.
Nah, that was not the right answer.
All I know is I can't show my face in International Relations Club again. Or the laundry room, or the dining room. Where are the bells?
They, stopped.
Someone's at the door. Call me tomorrow.
Or stand.
You bet.
Yeah, right.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Well, funny you should ask.
Yeah, she got kicked out, basically.
I can't house you. I mean,
yeah, it's a dorm room. It can't be done.
Also, yeah, I didn't expect that at all with Mrs.
No,
Kim there. I really thought that we were going to get somewhere with, like, this is who I am as a person, and she's like, I accept you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, because Lane's a good kid.
Right.
She's just playing music.
Right, but I mean, her mom hates it all.
I know.
It goes against what her mom wants for her. Her mom believes in. Of course, she's wrong to be like, either you completely adhere to every rule because you're still a child, which is not the case, or you move out and you're not my daughter anymore. I've known people who've made those kind of ultimatums, and they don't work out.
They don't work out.
You're not just going to get someone to say, fine, I accept your terms of being completely controlled by you in every way. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't. I mean, yeah, I've got friends that like barely talk to their parents because of, their upbringing, and I don't know. I don't think we're done with that.
No, not at all. She'll get there, I feel like. I feel for Mrs. Kim. She was genuinely hurt. It does suck that Lane didn't call her. She was barely holding herself together there.
Sure.
It probably does suck to kind of find out that your kid isn't really who you thought they were.
Yeah.
But
when she was 6, she had that whole setup going on.
Yeah, I'm glad she finally kind of came clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all in the open now. I mean, it was a great bit on the show to have all these secret hiding spots for Lane and to have her sneaking around. Like a lot of great episodes.
Sure, absolutely.
But now that this is out in the open, I think that's healthy.
She's not in high school anymore. She's in college. Like I said, she's technically an adult. At some point, I have to sneak around so that my mom doesn't know who I am has just got to end, and this seemed like a really good time to do that.
Yeah, that can't go on forever. You have to be 30 trying to do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is actually a really good episode for so many reasons. It's one sneaky, really good Lane episode.
Sure.
2, I feel like we got somewhere with Lorelei and Luke a little bit, man.
Right.
It is just kind of an episode about like miscommunication and communication.
Sure.
About how like what we do and don't say to one another, and I think that's mirrored really well between Lorelei's storyline and Lane's storyline as well.
Right.
Heck, even Rory a little bit, if you think about it, with that guy that was like kind of talking about what we thought he was talking about her.
Yep.
I really liked this episode a lot.
No, I did too. And I like the fact that we got a lot of contrast. Like, we've got Rory just in the guy's face saying exactly what she thinks and exactly what's on her mind. We got Lane by the end of the episode in her mom's face saying exactly what she thinks and exactly what's on her mind. And you have Luke and Lorelei, who neither one of them got to that point.
Yeah, that really did.
Yeah, Luke is like, tell me why you care so much. I just do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's the end of the conversation right there. It didn't continue after the Reverend left.
Absolutely not. And we got so freaking close, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, she made great points too when she was talking to him. Like, he's got one foot out the door. You know what I mean? Like, he's still staying there. Oh, I couldn't stay there because she was sick. She had a cold. It's like, all right, man, come on.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a really touchy, tricky area. Because Luke's not wrong. That is his personal life.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not her business ultimately.
It isn't her business. I know they're friends, and she wants them to be really close friends. And who knows? You can never tell with Luke what the idea of close friends means to him because he doesn't seem to really have any. But he, by the end of the conversation, he's right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is my life and my relationship with somebody else, and if I'm telling you I don't want your input on it. I don't want your input on it,
That's it.
Not that anything that Lorelei's saying is wrong. Of course, whatever his marriage is probably completely messed up. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like Luke's an adult, and it's his job to get himself there, and not hers. You know what I mean? Like, I think as an adult, somebody else, friend, family, whatever, comes up and says, here's how you need to live your life because I don't like what I'm seeing. Well, is it like an intervention because I've got a real problem, or is this just a thing that you decide that you want to contribute to?
Yeah, and it's like, to go deeper too, it's like I feel like Luke's only with Nicole, right?
Right.
Because he can't have Lorelei, you know. But it seems like, but I don't even know. But even when she's single, he just can't pull the trigger on that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's like seasons ago we were like, is he waiting for her to make the first move?
Right.
I don't know what's going on upstairs with Luke. You know what I mean?
He's hard to read between the ears because he doesn't share with anybody.
Jess probably the most, but like, I mean, even then,
it wasn't like normal human vulnerability.
Yeah.
Luke doesn't do vulnerability.
He bottles up so much.
Right. So it's hard to say where he is right now. But again, he's an adult. It's his life.
He's an adult.
If he's trying to make things work with Nicole, then he's trying to make things work with Nicole.
Would you say that he has commitment issues though?
I don't know. I don't think we've had enough of him with somebody else to know if he has commitment issues.
I think he tries to overcorrect sometimes. I mean,
sure.
I think one getting married in the cruise ship.
Right.
There you go. I mean, that's like trying to make that work. And then them going through the divorce process, stopping that, and then moving in together.
Yeah, but I think that's more her than him. I think
that's
him,
true.
That's him going with the flow on all of that.
Sure. But like, I don't feel like his heart is in it at all.
No, probably not. Yeah. But again, I think that's his job to figure out
for sure,
and not like, hey, I'm your friend Lorelei, so I'm going to tell you what you need, where you are with your relationship and what you need to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, it's tricky. If it was like really destroying his life, I think you can there's a lot of gray area, right? Like,
yeah, totally.
You're throwing your life away, or you're suffering in this way, but I don't think he is. I don't think
he's not suffering.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't think that he's like selling his restaurant and leaving town without thinking things through.
Just moved in with somebody.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those things where it's like, it might be a thing where you say like, hey, are you okay if I share my feelings with you on this?
Yeah, totally.
And if he says I don't really want to hear it, then he doesn't want to hear it.
Sure.
There's
a more sensitive way to approach it than what she did.
For sure.
Getting mad about him moving is one thing, but like just being like, hey, are you sure this is what you want to do? If not, cool. If you want to talk about it, great. But like, she is a battering ram sometimes.
No, she is a battering ram. And also, I don't think she really has the right to be mad that he moved. She has the right
to see anybody for that matter.
Right. She has the right to be mad that he didn't tell her because I thought we were closer friends than that. I thought she was really justified there, right? When she was like, you moved 3 weeks ago. I thought we were friends. You didn't tell me. I can see being upset by that. That's a big piece of news. I can't, however, say you're wrong to move or you're wrong to date this woman.
Yeah,
and like you crossed that's a line that's getting crossed there. I feel like
she's been mad about him dating, I think, the same person. Meanwhile, she's dated Alex.
Oh, she's dating someone right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she
exactly.
She got mad about him getting back with his on again, off again ex forever a couple of seasons ago.
At that point, I think she was with Max.
Yeah,
I think.
Right. So I'm like, yeah, she's done an awful lot of dating for someone who knows who Luke should and shouldn't be dating.
Let Luke be Luke. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if you're gonna date, let him date. And if you want to be together, just be together. The closest we got to them, like even like having a date at all, was when they watched Casablanca together. It's like
that was it. That was the closest to a date, and it was not a good date.
And you both blew that.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. And I'm sure there are plenty of people who tell me why I'm wrong on that.
But of course, I mean, this is just our opinion,
right? But I really do feel like Luke is an adult who gets to make his own decisions too, and if they involve him trying to make a relationship work with another woman, then that's what they do. You know, just like Lorelei wants to date Max, break up with Max, get back with Max, break up with Max, date Alex, but not really date Alex.
Yeah, that guy just disappeared.
Date Jason. Yeah, it's all her choice too. You know what I mean? She's not doing anything wrong with any of that, although the kind of chasing Max around his classroom was a little gross. But
we teetered on that one.
When he's like, leave me alone.
She's like, get over here.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not going to leave you alone. Well,
the rules are reversed on that one.
We have names for that. Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. Again, I still fully expect at some point Luke and Lorelei end up together.
Well, the thing is too, like, so obviously he likes her, and she does have interest in him.
Sure.
If it's not going to happen, do you think he's eventually just like, I have to move on? Because in real life, you have to move on. It's
Well,
like
I think that's what this is. I think he's been trying
an attempt, right?
Yeah, I think this is. I think they're just doing this a lot, and they never get all the way there. They decide it's not going to happen, and they both decide to move on, which is totally fine for both of them.
And we're at the point in the show to where, like, this is season 4, man. Like, I'm not even certain they do end up together at this point. I mean, I was gonna bet on it at the beginning. Now I'm like, we could just do the opposite.
I feel like they're gonna still end up together.
Think so? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they.
I won't write it off, but
they just teased it way too much. It's been hanging over the show for so long that I think eventually it's gonna happen.
Look, I do want them to be together.
Sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go the other way.
Well, it's certainly both of their rights not to get together.
Sure. Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like sometimes Lorelei just. I think one of the things that bothers me about it is I feel like that she's doing the thing you're not supposed to do, that people do all the time, which is backburner somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's like,
man,
I just want you close enough and available for when and if I ever decide to pull the trigger. But if anything ever happens to pull to start threatening that, then I'm going to then I have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But I need you always right there in the on deck circle.
You're my understudy, basically.
I mean, really, yeah. And I don't like that people do that.
It's not cool.
No.
Don't leave somebody hanging on there.
For sure. Yeah. But at any rate, maybe I'm reading that wrong, and maybe that's not really what's going on, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thank you.
See ya.